Armin Shimerman reveals his thoughts on Star Trek, Starfleet Academy's tribute to Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. Shimerman played Quark for all 7 seasons of Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and he reprised his iconic Ferengi in Star Trek, Lower Decks. Armin, his wife Kitty Swink, Jonathan Frakes, John Billingsley, and Juan Carlos Cotto are Team Trek against pancreatic cancer, raising funds for Pancan Purplestride to fight pancreatic cancer. Star Trek, Starfleet Academy Episode 5 gave Star Trek, Deep Space Nine its long-deserved due. Centering on Sam, Curice Brooks, investigating Captain Benjamin Sisko's, Avery Brooks, disappearance and life as the emissary of the prophets of Bajorans, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy Episode 5 saw Cirroc Lofton return as Jake Sisko, and Tawny Newsome appear as Professor Illa, the newest Dax host. Newsome, a lifelong DS9 fan, co-wrote the episode with Kirsten Bayer. To support Pancan Purplestride, the nationwide walk to support pancreatic cancer research on Saturday, April 25, Armin Shimerman, Kitty Swink, Jonathan Frakes, John Billingsley, and Juan Carlos Cotto appeared on Virtual TrekCon's Star Trek and Chill podcast. Answering a question from Screen Rant's John Orquila, Shimerman told hosts Ryan T. Husk, Melissa Longo, Jenny R. Johnson, Charlyn Schmeidt, and Katie Nicololu exactly what he thought about Star Trek, Starfleet Academy's DS9 tribute. Although Star Trek, Starfleet Academy was targeted by online hate campaigns, and its wrapped second season will also be its last. Episode 5's homage to Captain Sisko and Star Trek, Deep Space Nine is one of its most highly regarded hours. Cirroc Lofton's comeback as Jake Sisko, as well as a vocal appearance by Avery Brooks as Captain Sisko, gave DS9 the laurels and fans a sense of closure that were long deserved. In real life, the cast of Star Trek, Deep Space Nine remains close, and they see each other at the many Star Trek conventions in the United States and internationally. With Avery Brooks retired and distanced from Star Trek, Cirroc Lofton has nobly represented the Sisko family to the greater Star Trek community. Lofton is also the only Star Trek, Deep Space Nine actor to reprise his character in live action in a Paramount Plus Star Trek series. Meanwhile, Armin Shimerman, Kitty Swink, Jonathan Frakes, Juan Carlos Cotto, and John Billingsley have been united as Trek against pancreatic cancer for several years. Their Star Trek team is among the nation's top fundraisers, with over $600,000 raised for pancreatic cancer research and support. For 2020 SIXS Pancan Purplestride, Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer has raised over $170,000, 114% above their target. Pancan, the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, provides critical research needed to eventually find a cure. Thanks to Pancan's work, the survival rate for pancreatic cancer patients has jumped from 5% to 13%, but still much more is needed to continue this important work. Pancan also provides resources to support families and caregivers, as well as helping people find medical professionals near them to diagnose and treat pancreatic cancer. Jonathan Frakes lost his brother, Daniel, to pancreatic cancer, while John Billingsley lost his mother, and Juan Carlos Cotto lost his brother, Manny Cotto, who was the showrunner of Star Trek, Enterprise in Season 4. Happily, Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer Team Captain Kitty Swink is a 20-year survivor, and living proof of the importance of Pancan's work. Star Trek, Deep Space Nine remains relevant and endures as among the finest Star Trek ever made. Armin Shimerman has always been deeply proud of Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and it's gratifying that he genuinely enjoyed Star Trek, Starfleet Academy's homage to Captain Sisko, Avery Brooks, and their series.